What's up, guys? Hello, everyone. Hello. Just testing out the mic. Um, okay, guys, welcome back to the new episode, which is basically episode 15 for Dona to do app, which we have been building for quite some time right now. I think this is episode 15. We are trying to see how we can actually round up some features today, which we didn't complete yesterday. And also the video before this the stream was basically one of my e-commerce platform called a seed. It's kind of like recently launched in UAE. If you're in UAE, in Dubai, anywhere within Dubai, UAE, Abu Dhabi, you can use the platform to order any of your gift items. So you want to gift someone during the Christmas period. It's live on Apple Store and Play Store. Just order your gift items through the app. Thanks while using the app. Okay, back to our stream today. We are trying to see how we can actually be able to complete the theme section of the app, basically the mobile version of the app which we are working on. Yesterday we were able to set up these tab bar and tab bar views. We said that this will be the user details section, and this will be for the password and changes and other stuff, which we haven't added a way for the users to add their names or stuff like that, or login details. So that's why we're not implementing these two paths, but we'll be focusing on this particular path, which is basically what we have already implemented this on desktop. For those of you who have been joining us throughout when we are building the desktop app, you guys would already notice that we already implemented this section. And yeah, so we just have to work on it and team appearance, then work on the team. This should be basically the layer section. So we haven't added that, we haven't kind of completed that yet, so it should be under here. But this is what it should look like. Yeah, view, then you have this path. So we should add a title. So basically this is what is missing. We need to add a title underneath setting screen mobile. We need to copy this. Yeah, we could actually move this together to be a single component or single widget we can just reuse within our app screen, since we are actually using it in two places. Yeah, we used it here and we're using it here, so we could actually move it. I think we're using it in another place. Yeah, and we use it here. So that's three places we use this so far. So what I would do, I would just move this, just copy this path, move it out. I just copied it, then tap on this section, then move this to be its own widget, a status widget. We're going to call this sub header section. There you go. You can actually see that being added immediately through our app, and we request that we make it constant, so we need to make it a constant. And if you go ahead and save this, it's still the same, but right now the spacing here is gone, so we need to add that spacing back. So just go to definition to just take us to the place where we actually created the components. The widgets still the same as component, and I'm going to wrap this instead of spacing. I'm going to wrap this with a padding widget, so I'll just wrap it with a padding. And yeah, so use padding and edge, so this should be constant. And this social mode, and we're gonna see only. So we have to add a padding to the bottom, so we're gonna say it should be 20 because we have been using 20. Save that. I can actually see that has been added immediately. Next, we have to add a title, a way to be able to change this title along everywhere. So let's add that over here. So I'm gonna say final string title, add within here. There you go, and that should be replaced. So say title. This should no longer be a constant, but this could be a constant, and this also should be a constant. And once we are done with that, I will just go up, then fix that here. I'm going to say title, and the title here should be theme. And you see that being applied immediately. There's no any other stuff that's been done, so that's still showing up here. But we need to add this also at this end. So just copy this and move all the way down to the section where we need it. Okay, we basically need it right here. So I'll just add it and change this to be view. So this should be called view, because if you look over here, you can actually see it's called view. So that should be the same here. Save that. And you see that being added at the top right here. So we have one here, we have another one right here. Next one should be intro, so we need to add that also. So that should be after this. We'll add the same, and we change this to say intro and save that. Now we still have another one right over here that says intro, but there's an issue. It's too much. The spacing we add to it is too much. We could reduce it by saying this should be 260. Okay, that's too much. Let's say 190. Okay, much better. What about 180? Yeah, we could just leave it this way. And in the intro, underneath the intro, you should have this message that the user should actually be seeing whenever they open the app for the first time. We haven't added that yet, but we still need to add that. So, but for now, we're just going to add this. And we can just copy that from desktop settings view. So this for desktop. When we are using it on a desktop device, so we're using that particular settings component to show the users the settings on the desktop. So just need to copy this stuff from it, and that should be somewhere. Let's see. So we have custom tabs settings view. Okay, there's something called test settings view. So let's go to settings view and see what we need to copy from there. For the settings view, we just copy. Okay, yeah, I see. So that should be from here all the way to the bottom. Let's see. Okay, are we on the right track? Okay, just copy all the way from here up to this. No, up to this end. Yeah, just stop here. Just copy that and move that somewhere right in here with our settings mobile view under the intro section. And once we are there, I'll just go ahead and save this. Unless we have some errors that we need to fix. Yeah, we have some of them here. So let's go ahead and fix those ones. So start with, so it looks for what we call a drop down. So it couldn't actually find the drop down function that it's looking for. Let's see. For now, just go ahead and close it. Just comment it out and then we need to add the intro key. Intro key, we can actually get access to it because we just created one here right at the top. And we just add that right here at the top of our page. And that we've just fixed the issues that we're having so far. Yeah, except the drop down issues. I'll just comment the drop down issues out. Also do the same right here. Okay, we made a mistake. Should be all the way to this point. I'll just comment it out that way. I think we are done. Just save. Yeah, there we go. You can actually see that showing up. So just save that and you can actually see the changes. So we have appearance section, you have the theme subsection, and scroll down you have the view subsection, and underneath it we have the intro subsection. And tapping on this should actually be working, but for now we are just commenting at the drop down for it. And next we could just move on to fix the theme section. So do that one. When someone taps on this, we should be able to select different themes within the app. So let's go ahead and fix that one first. You can actually see the code we just commented that because of that. So if you comment this code open, which that should be able to fix, but it needs us to have something called current index theme index, and then we call theme block.add. We just pass an event, so our theme block, we are saying that the event should be a light theme tab, and we pass in theme.values, the values. Also, this light theme should actually have another property. I'll just actually leave it. Let's see if you can have it. So we have theme block, theme events, theme that. Okay. I will just leave it and just work on this way. So I will just need to create a variable called current index within our page at the top most part of our page. That should be somewhere right in here. But there's a better way to do this. We could just go ahead and create this inside our block, use our block to monitor the index of the current selected themes. But just to be quick here, I'll just go ahead and create it at the top here, but later on we are going to move it to be from the blocks, because we want the block to be able to manage all our events and kind of like, yeah, all the events the app is going to emit, all those stuff. We want the block to manage it, but for now we'll just go ahead and just put this at the top here. So current index and integer should start being 0, and yeah, so just go ahead and uncomment this path to fix this. Yeah, that's all we need. Just uncomment and uncomment this one out also. Do the same to the, how many of them are we done? Okay, we have 1, 2, okay, yeah, okay, more of them. Okay, just uncomment this. There you go. Then we need to import something called theme tab. We didn't create that right at the moment, so what all we need to do is to go up here, settings view, yeah, theme tab. So this is what we need, theme block. Just need to copy the same code. I just forgot the code I'm supposed to write there, but I know that I've written it somewhere, so that's why I went up there to just copy it. And I could just add it here. So just import these properties. There you go, theme block at the top, and that will fix the error we are having. Except we need to import these sections. There go. I think that's fixed. So just go ahead and uncomment this once. Also uncomment this and uncomment this out. And do the same likewise over here. Just uncomment them out. Uncomment this, and I think we are done. So save this. Let's see if this is going to work. So go ahead and tap on this, and that's working. So that's cool. You can actually see this, the theme actually changed. So tap on the black theme, it should change to black. Yeah, you have this also. Go back here, white theme, our light theme. Yeah, go back to light, go back to black, go back to gray color, and then go back to light. But if you look at, you see there's an issue. Our top bar is not actually changing. So we need to fix that. That's one way to fix that. Instead of settings page, we have our app bar here. App bar has a property called background color. So the background color we are going to be using theme dot of context dot background color, and that should be able to fix that one. There you go. You can actually see that has fixed, but that's an error. That's an issue. Every single thing within the tab bar, the tab, text, and other stuff is now dark color, which is not good. It's not what we are looking for. It shouldn't be that. So what we could do, I think tab bar, let's go to color, surface tint color, foreground color, title text style. Okay, let's fix this one first. Text style. I'm gonna use one of our theme text dot of context dot text theme dot the text should be something like maybe you just use headline 5 for our text dot copy. Yeah, just copy width, and also remember to force unwrap it. And over here I could just save it and see what happens. Yeah, that will go. You can actually see light dark mode. Now this becomes white, the text becomes white. That's better. Then these ones we need to fix them. They should be light, and so to fix that, that should be from tab bar itself. So tab bar should have a color property, indicator color. We should just leave indicator color the same way. But what we are monitoring this text label color. Yeah, the label color is what I need to change. Unselected label color. Yeah, let's try label color and see what we can actually get. So color, label color, overlay color, indicator color. Let's use indicator color, label color. I'm gonna select colors dot amber to see if there's any effect. Okay, yeah, that was an effect. So in that case, what we could just do is theme dot of context dot icon theme dot color. Yeah, there you go. Now on dark mode, this becomes white. That's much better. And the top bar becomes tab bar widget becomes, the tab bar widget text becomes white. I think we are missing one stuff, which should be the back button. looking for the what we could actually change for the surface tint color, not that. Shape color, not that. Icon theme, action icon theme. Yeah, we could just make use of icon theme. Icon theme should do the trick for us, either icon theme or action icon theme. Let's try action icon theme and see what that should give us. Icon action theme, just use the same theme right in here. Then icon theme, yeah, there you go. That's cool. That fixed our issue right now. So this, you can actually see the back button is now white, kind of more visible to the user that's using our app. Let's go back. Let's bring it down. Go back to the settings view. Go back to this dark mode, black mode. So our black mode and our gray mode is a bit different, but you can notice it. This should be fully black, yeah, and this is kind of like a little bit darker. So yeah, I think yeah, we are done with the fixing of our theme data for mobile screen. Let's see if there's any other stuff we should work on. This is already done with. But it's currently using the theme appearance to toggle this one on, so yeah, just leave it that way. Next stuff we could just work on, go back to our theme, see if this is still shows the same good appearance. This should actually be the same right here. Okay, yeah. Trying to see if there's one that shows us the home page, how it should look on dark mode. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I'm trying to see if we can find some stuff for when the app is on dark mode and see how we can actually structure it. Structure our own to look a bit the same. Okay, yeah, I see something that's a little bit closer. So the input field should kind of be a bit of a gray color on dark mode, so you can just visualize that. That make more sense. Yeah, so we just make the input field a bit gray on dark mode. So let's see how we can actually fix that. Input, so that should be inside our main view. So the fill color is what we can actually work on. So I could say fill color should make use of theme dot of context dot input decoration theme dot fill color, and this is what it gives us. I think that's too dark, so we could just fix this right from our team data. So you can just go to your team data. I've already showed you guys, taught you guys how to change themes in Flutter, how to change themes like a plugin in Flutter, to customize your themes. So you just have to do the same right here. So just go to scroll down to input decoration theme. I'm looking for the fill color. That's none. I'll just add one. Fill color. I will say on light theme. Yeah, on light theme it should still remain the same color as this, because let's go back on light theme. No, we don't need to go back. I'll just go to main view. So this should be the color on light theme. The fill color should be this. So go to settings. There you go. Have that working. And then on dark theme, so scroll down, go to build dark theme. So on dark theme it should be different. So on dark theme we want it to be a bit gray, kind of the same color that we have here. I think, yeah, making it this color should be great. Yeah, similar color like this. And that color we can actually find out within our custom to-dos. So we use scaffold. Okay, this same color that we use here. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Just use it right in here. There you go. Save and restart our app. So when you restart the app, it's actually white mode. And now you could just go back to the main view. First is to always use the theme fill color. And you can actually do the same to the top one, because we have two test inputs. So this and the top one, also one more test input field, which is this one right here. Change it to actually use the same theme data. So if you restart, still start being this color. Then if you move over to dark mode and you go back, now you see the input field now changes to a better color, the color that we want, almost matching this color. So you can actually see that working perfectly good. And there you go. So the user can actually go ahead and type in there. Nice one. Go down, tap. That's cool. For our notes, just go ahead and clear everything. So that's actually much better. And let's see if there's any other stuff. So we fixed the input form for different themes that we currently have in our app. One more thing that we actually need to work on is this one. It's still the color, I don't like it. I can't even see what is in there, so we need to actually fix that color also. Let's think of something better we could actually use there. I'm just thinking out loud, yeah. What color can we use in that section? What color can we use? Maybe we can actually try this color. Let's copy the color code and see what that looks like. And let's use that. So first, let's go to custom to dos, because that's where we have this icon showing up. Custom to dos, yeah, there we go. This is the icon, and the background color we could just change it this way, and I will say color. And then we have a color class to create a new color. Start with hex value and ff full opacity, and then have a constant at the back. Okay, that's not the good spelling of a constant. There should be small capital. Yeah, save that. Okay, that's much better. So this should be our color for this on dark mode. So to implement this much better, so let's go ahead, copy that, go to our theme data, and I'm gonna say for our icon theme, color should be this. Let's start with the light theme. Light theme, let's start with the dark theme. Dark theme, we have app theme, icon theme. Icon theme should be have card color. This is not a button, so we don't need to change it to be a button theme. Elevated button theme. Now we're looking for test theme dialog background. Primary test theme. Now we're looking for I'm trying to see where we can actually fit this in. We could use, think of ship theme for that. Yeah, ship theme. Yeah, we could make use of ship theme because it actually looks like a ship to me. Checkbox, no, not a checkbox. So basically, what we are doing, just going through our theme data and see what we can actually modify. Tab bar theme, no, we just leave that the same way. We're not going to touch a tab bar theme. Two tip theme, not a two tip. Test button. Should we make it it's not a button, so test button doesn't work. I think we just make up our mind and use ship theme. Yeah, let's make use of ship theme and see what we can actually get with that. So over here, ship theme, and it should be from theme ship theme data dot from default background color. Set the background color to be this. No, the color we copied over before, which is the color we use right here. This should be within our custom to do. Yeah, this particular color right here. Just copy that. So I'm gonna say this when it's on dark mode, use this color. On a dark mode, use this color for us, and then on a light mode, we're gonna have to change the color. On a light mode, what is it? Yeah, there's a light mode theme. So on a light mode, make use of okay, let's copy this so we won't make any mistake while trying to change some stuff. So on the light mode, it should be this color right in here. So replace this with this new color. Go ahead and save. Then now go back to custom to do's, and so I'm gonna say color should now be using theme dot of context dot ship theme dot background color. That should work. So go ahead and save. Yeah, so that's appearing very well. Yeah, that's cool. And then if you go back and switch the theme color again, no, no, I'm not using the theme program to generate the themes. I'm kind of like mostly using the design theme I came across. The design itself, the theme or the color combination they are using. I'm basically not the theme they are using. I would say the color combinations, and also the theme they are using. I'm using that to generate theme that would be appropriate for the app. Yeah, just with the theme data. Theme playground. What do you mean by theme playground? Is there a package called theme playground for Flutter? Let me know if there's one. Just send me the link. Let me check it out. I don't know about that, but let me know if there's anyone. Yeah, guys, just let me know. Let me know if there's a theme playground like you suggested. For now, we'll just make use of this one. Let's go back to the theme. Just select the dark theme again and go back. Yeah, that looks much better. So there you go. And you can actually see the text showing up properly, the same the way it should. And this one's looking good. I don't think there's any other changes that we actually need to make. I think everything is good on mobile. We have the input working. We have the adding of adding of task or to-dos working, so I could just try adding one here. Let's say we add so finish all task. Then we could just add a note after the title with a double slash, and I will say all math task. And you can actually see how the color is looking good on mobile. So the color change that kind of like differentiate. What's the name? Is the name called Team Playground? So the name SR is the name of the is it Team Playground? That's the name. Let me check this right here. Team Playground. Okay, Team Playground flutter. Is it this package? If it's this package, I haven't tried it, but I will try it later and see how that looks and how it works. Okay, I see team mode system, team.light, team flex scheme, the Mandy LED. I don't think this will work for every situation, because some things are custom things from the designers, and this cannot actually generate the whole theme for you. So most of the times you have to dig down on your own to fix the theme. Okay, you want HTTP call on the app also, like having a okay, let me see. Okay, that's now. Let me see the web version. Like you said, just open a web version. Let's see. I can't even see the web version. It looks like it doesn't have a web version. Do you mean open a web version for the to-do app we are working on, or open a web version for the team playground you actually suggested I use? I don't think this has a web version, since I can't see a link to that. Yeah, for the HTTP call, we are still going to add the HTTP because right now we are just being able to save all this stuff within our app. So if you save this is being saved in our database. Even if you restart, it's still there. So our app database is the 100 section. So yeah, like I suggested, we still have to add the HTTP because I've already created a repository for that. For HTTP call, if you have to use HTTP, that should be this repository right here, and this helps us with our web client. So we can just do all our HTTP here and just maybe query a backend, a Node.js backend, but that would require us to set up a backend or maybe set up a Dart backend. Yeah, we can just work on that also. Yeah, I would think about that. I think that would be fun. Say I'm working on Dart backend instead of using a Node.js backend, because everyone has been kind of like more into Node.js backend, so we could just try that backend itself and see how that works. Yeah, we work on that. I will look into that. Yeah, for the mobile view, I think there's an issue right now. All our team is actually being resetted whenever we restart our app. If you just restart the app, the team will just reset itself. So let's just show you that. So if I tap over here for the dark theme, and then I go back to restart the app, you see the whole team resets to okay, top of the darts picture. Okay. Yeah. Um. Okay, I think I found it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is it. Yeah. Thanks for that. Let's see. Okay. Let's try seeing how this works. Um. So I have input colors to generate input colors. Okay. Team mode, system mode. Okay. I'll just switch to dark mode. Flutter dash color. Okay. Copy effective input colors to customize scheme. Okay. See. Looks like you just have to select a theme that you want, and it just generates that for you. Help you to generate the theme and the scheme for it. Interesting. And you could just generate. Can you actually change? Can we actually change the generated theme color or add our own custom colors, or just we have to make use of their own generated theme color? Because if you can change, actually makes sense if you can just do our own colors in here, then it will just generate the code for us. See that color theme, not this. See if that's possible. Okay, yeah, I see that. Yeah, I can actually generate themes for all mode. Yeah, you can actually see the light mode. It helps you to copy this. Just copy it, it just generates. Then the system mode and also dark mode. Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. But what I'm asking is that this theme right here, I don't like it. So I won't say, like, let's say I want a different theme, because this works with the color combination they have here. So it generates the theme depending on the color combination they have right in here. So if I could just add my own color combination, that's what I'm asking. Then it will just generate it using the color combination I just added. Okay, see, that's cool. I'll just dig more into it, just look into it more and see what I can actually do with it. But so far it's good. It's cool. Yeah, it's good. As Tracy actually helps you to process and speed up your theme editing and customization in Flutter. Yeah, that's actually nice. And I could actually see if you tap. Okay, let's try one. So let's say we want an input theme. Let's go ahead and copy that. I suggested we could just copy it from. Okay, yeah, we just copy that over here. Copy, and let's see what that looks like. That's bad. Okay, you can actually generate and change the color in code. Okay, that makes sense. That's really helpful. But let's see how this kind of like looks in that part. So let's paste this. No, this is not what we copied. Just copy. No. Reset color themes. Reset. Okay, copy again. Paste this. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's much better. I see theme, flex theme data, light theme. Okay, primary, surface mode, dark theme. Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah. You can actually change the colors on the from the code. Yeah. But I think it's kind of like almost a bit the same. Yeah, kind of like almost a bit the same way we are doing it. Just like we are just writing the whole code from the beginning by ourselves. But if we use this from the beginning, we just generate the whole code. and just do the editing right here by ourselves instead of writing the whole code. Yeah, I think that's where it's kind of like differs a bit. Yeah, but it's actually it's a great plugin and great developer package to use with Flutter. That's cool. Thanks for the suggestion. Yep, let's see. Okay, yeah, so right now let's see how we can actually be able to save our color so that we don't have to suffer through the color reset whenever we start our app. So one way to do that, we could actually save it in our database, but I think it doesn't make sense to save it in our database. Not as is a bad idea, but I think we can just save it within using a synchronous, basically using a key value pair storage, which is basically our storage within the device the user is using. Let's say you are using a mobile phone, you could use one of these packages here, pub dev, but we can actually think through it and see which one we could actually use. Maybe go back to saving it in our database, or just using async storage. I think it's called async storage, or what again? Storage. We could use get storage or Flutter's. No, we don't use Flutter secure storage. We could use local storage, which is simple JSON file based storage for Flutter, alternative to React Native async storage. Yeah, we could just use local storage. That will do the trick for us. Or let's see another one. Not local store. Yeah, local store. What do you guys use for persisting data on Flutter? Let's say instead of you persisting the data on your database, or on the cloud, or basically on making a HTTP call, what do you guys use in persisting data on the local storage of React, of Flutter, not React? Because the one I cannot mostly use more is the local storage. I use this, and I also biometric storage is for, no, I don't use biometric storage except you are doing biometric login and other stuff. Shared storage, yeah, shared storage is actually good. But I think the Flutter plugin to work with the standard storage and privacy friendly APIs. No, not this one. Not this. Kind of like almost already forgotten the ones I use. But I also use get storage. So maybe you can actually try get storage. Or instead of using any storage, you just revert back to using, yeah, this get storage. Just helps you, yeah, just store stuff, write, get it back whenever you want to, remove it and all those stuff, and also updates. I think you can actually update. Kind of like it works like as if you are using web local storage on a browser using JavaScript. Let's see. Yeah, you cannot do that. You can do all those stuff. Or like I said, we could just revert back to, okay, Hive. Yeah, you can use Hive, but the issue is that instead of using Hive, you can actually go ahead and use our database, because the person that made Hive is still the same person that made the database we're using, which is basically come again. What's the name again? I always run out of how to call this. Isar DB. Yeah, we're using Isar DB for our database. Let's check Hive, but still the same database. Yeah, lightweight, secure NoSQL database. Yeah, it's still the same like Isar DB, because if you take a look at Isar DB itself, let's see, change it here. Isar DB. Yeah, they're both NoSQL databases. Yeah, so I think if instead of using Hive, you can just basically continue using our Isar DB for saving the team data, or we can try something different, which is get storage, basically as if you are using local storage on the web, easy to access and all those stuff. That would be a new stuff we could try, but let's try our own database and see how that works. So let's say we want to save this, so that means I have to go back to repository right here. I have to create a new command for a new repository for accessing our storage and saving all our to-dos within it. Key value storage. Or we could just go ahead and work on this. Yeah, Hive and Isar DB is actually from the same dev, yeah, from the same developer. I'm kind of trying to see either stick with our own database, but let's try our own database. Yeah, I think that would be much better. Let's try this. So let's say we want to update the theme. So instead of DB storage, I'll go to DB storage and should have a function. So let's go to to-dos reposition, add a function to update theme and get theme. So I'm gonna say future. So it should be a future. Future update theme. For us to update the theme, we need to pass in a theme name to it. That would be a string. Yeah, with a string you can search through a database and see which one has this particular name if you want to update it. So let's say we have okay, yeah, this should be a string. And they will require us to also create a model for this. Could have kind of similar to to-do model, and the theme we have a title, the theme name. Yeah, theme name. I think that's all it needs to have. Then we could just save it within our DB and then access it whenever we want to access it to change the theme and other stuff. So we could go ahead and create one right here. Just call that theme underscore model dot. There you go. Then we create what our model should look like. Just copy this, just do some changes to it. So paste the code here. Done. Go, so paste the code that we need, just write in here and then change this. So it should be theme model. Make sure it's the same name as our theme model right here, theme model. And this is a collection type, and the name should be theme data. Let's see, go to Isar DB site. Let's see if we can actually save a num as a type for our database. So we should have type so supported types are boolean, byte, short, int, float, double, date, time, string, and you can't have an enum type. Okay, you can't save an enum type, so we just save it as a string. So over here I'm gonna say team name, and this will not be optional, so just call it a team name. There you go. And there's no link, it doesn't have to link to any stuff. The team can start out being one of the teams we have. So for our team enum, if we go back to our team enumeration right in here, team block, team event tab, team tab. Okay, there you go. So we have light, dark, black, and auto. So it started being light, so I'm going to use team tab, import this, then dot should start being light, dot to name, the string name of it, and then we need to run a code to generate all this stuff for us. So this is the code we can actually run to generate our data that we can actually use for the team model and other stuff. So just add this inside the terminal, hit the enter key, you just go ahead and generate everything that we need. Let's see, I think it's done with, yeah, it's done. So good to go. So go to team repository, so they should accept type. The type should be team, no, not this. Team tab should be the type that you should accept, not optional, should be required team. Yeah, so we have update team, team tab, and other stuff. And this requires us to fix the issues on everyone that extended this. Yeah, so that should starting from web client, override. So whenever someone is using the web client for any stuff, so you should be able to override the team data, a function to be able to update the teams and other stuff. And this one should basically call update team, and we are going to return, mark this to be asynchronous. We want to return await db storage dot update team, and we pass in the team data to it. Save that, and next key value storage, and db storage. That's the last one we have right in here. So right here, this is where we are going to be doing the whole update and everything for our team. So there you go. On this, So we're gonna say return where Isar because what we want to do is just basically be able to update the any data within our database, the current team that we have already, but we need to be able to seed the data whenever we run the app for the first time. So we should need to update this somewhere at the top. Let's finish this first before we can actually work on that. Yeah. Isar the write transaction, and this should be an asynchronous function that should be called right in here. And basically what we need to do is to basically look through our stored team data. So I'm going to say team is equals to Isar dot team an issue right now. So await DB returns an Isar type, and we want to go through Isar DB to return one of its items that we actually added to our database, basically added right away, but it's not actually suggesting that to us. It can do okay. So the name of the model should be team model. Looks like I'm getting the name wrong. I think that's what is happening. So see, should be team data. Yeah, so we got it. So basically go through Isar DB and filter where team data, because we don't want to increment the database with our team. I can actually team data dot filter dot try to see which method we can actually use in this case. But I think we actually made some bad decision right here, because since this is actually our database and kind of like always updates itself, we always need to be updating it with multiple datas, but in this case we don't want to be updating it with multiple team datas. We just want to have one particular item in the DB throughout the lifetime of this particular collection. This will be one particular item in it, and we just need to be updating that particular collection and item to get it. So we don't want to get it with an ID, and we don't want to get basically get with ID. If that's the case, we just leave this and switch over to use get storage. I think that's much better. Key value pair, and then get that particular team that we just stored. So let's install this. I think that's much better. Because the reason why I wanna switch over to use get storage, like I've already explained that, since this collection we will not be updating it with multiple, will not be adding multiple items to this particular collection in Isar DB, so it doesn't make sense to only have a team and to be only updating that particular item for the whole collection. So it's much better to use key value pair and just store that value in there and get it. Whenever you want to update it, you can just update it and do away with it. I think that's much faster and better use of this stuff. So just add get storage. Get storage, once that is added, you can just call get init before we run app. So let's initialize our get somewhere before we run our app, right somewhere here. After widget binding, I could just call get storage, import, that's okay. And next, instead of DB storage, then I could just use this, since this will be the place that we'll be using it, so it makes sense to call this somewhere right in here. Makes sense to call it get box. I think that's much better name for it. Yeah, get box is supposed to this. Now right here we can just make use of it. So call get box dot right, and we're gonna give it a name. We prefer to add it as a constant right here. I will say team box name is equals to team, and right here we just call team box name, and the value should be team.tab. That should be team.name, or we just save our type in there. So this for updating our team. And what about getting access to the team, requesting for the team that is currently being saved in the DB? We also need to add another function for that. So this function will just help us future get team. Yeah. You don't need to pass any stuff in it, so we don't need to pass any stuff within it. So just because it's a get request or get stuff, so over here need to fix all these errors. So give her the star. Okay, so we should just return await DB storage dot get team. Let's update this, and this is a function. It is a feature, so we have to await for this to finish. So right here I also have to mark this to be synchronous, and then we have to return await, basically return get box dot lead quote. So this read on it, so get box dot lead What do you want to read from? We want to read this particular item. Okay, team box. That's what we have to read from. So we can also listen to changes, and we still need to implement that later on, and get storage, init, and other stuff. Okay, I think we have done the main part we need to do, so we just have to start, not double one. So let's use this within our app. So I go to first page, values. We're going to stop using emoji drop down. Okay, we don't need this. Not something we should fix. Let's go to our theme, our UI. So this is where we are doing all the theme stuff, where we are saying if active data is equals to theme.auto, then theme.dark, or else pass no. Then theme mode, if active data is equals to theme tab.auto, then theme mode.system, or pass it to no. Now what we need to do is to have a block that we can actually listen to, and call that block somewhere in here to listen for changes within our teams and other stuff. Okay, let's see. Right in here, we could just go ahead and say, because we want to call our team repository, right? Yeah. yeah, I think we are almost done. So over here I'm gonna add a build context, passing a context here. Okay, let's see if this is going to fix our issue, because I've been kind of like going through some issues right here, trying to figure out how best to write this code. But I think we are on the right track now. So we have this tab. Okay, so we have a function we have an event called load team tab. Okay, yeah, there you go. Save that, and we could just make use of this, call this when the app is trying to load for the first time. So right in here, so add this event team tab. So when this is called, we should be able to handle that event somewhere within our app right here. I think so. Yeah, team tab Bloc. So I'm gonna say onload team tab. But instead of this, we're gonna have this. But I want to log out, just log out some statement here that says that okay, this has been called. Okay, let's try this. Let's start the app. We run into a problem. Okay, we're having issue with the get storage that we just added. Let's restart our app and see if this will be fixed. Looks like nope. Okay, again. Okay, yeah, that's fixed. We do not have the same problem again. Let's make sure our team is still working after adding that event. Okay, still working, still works. Okay, good to go. And right now, so within our team block, because that's what we should be in, see if this is called or not. You can also search through the log statement right here and see if something matches. Okay, called here. It's actually called right in here. So I could decide to make an async call to do repository dot get team. There you go. And okay, yeah, team is equals to get team. It should have a weight at the back. And if you run this will actually throw an error to us. So if you go ahead and say log team dot name, if you go ahead and restart, just remove this so I can be able to see whatever is being logged. Yeah, I know. I said you're going to try an error. We are going to receive an error. Type now is not a subtype of team tab in a typecast. So that's because in our repository right in here, we actually calling get team, but we haven't actually created any team at all from the beginning. So we can actually do some seeding right here. That's a place I recommended we could actually do that if it doesn't exist. So I have save to do not die, open DB, if not, okay, not this one. Load to dos, not this. Okay, yeah, save dummy. So there's the place I'm talking about. So when the app starts for the first time, so I want to say Isar the write async should be team datas dot put. Nope, not in data as put, but because we're not using team data, but basically get box dot write, copy that up. How do you to save dummy again? Yeah, this place. Await get box dot write team, and the team that we're going to write for the first time is going to be team data dot team tab dot light. So it started being light mode, and this, yeah, for this to work we actually need to list delete our app from our mobile app. So we have to delete this. No, not this. Which one are we actually running now? Yeah, fake Dona app. So basically remove, delete. Then we need to reinstall this by running the same code, run without debugging. And there you go, our app will start out being empty, which is the normal way it should be. And we got an error. It says invalid value of inch. Wait a second, where did I actually get this? Okay, yeah, no, it's not a subtype of team tab in typecast. I'll handle the exception type. No, it's not a subtype of team tab in typecast. Okay. And this is happening at this end because this is returning null for the first time, which is understandable. Okay, we can actually find a way to fix that. And this let's start with fixing the first one, which should be in here, DB storage. Okay, thing will be this equals to this read and we have to check if this is null or not. So we have to loop through this element at index. No, first where yeah, so if that exists, just return that to us, but this shouldn't be okay. Just return team tab, okay, and else. So I have an else statement right here. Else, if this is null, basically return team.light. So if I go ahead and restart this, okay, let's see what we get. Okay, the issues is now from this section. So we have team await repository.get team. Okay, yeah, the team issue is fixed. So the other issue we're going to look into it, but the team issue is fixed right now, because the issue was this is actually null, and we're actually trying to check if it's not null, but we are not doing it the right way. So it should be if team is not equals to null, go ahead and return a team that matches that, but else return a default team that should be light team. And once we're done with that, so next we'll be inside our team block. We could actually go ahead and emit event. So event.tab. No. Yeah, event.team. So that's the event we're going to emit. Go ahead and save that. Then next it will be let's go ahead and change our team to a dark team. Once we do that, we should be able to update our database to actually save a team for us. So that means we need to have another event, or we can actually go ahead and do it whenever there's someone taps on light tab, dark tab, or whatever. We should go ahead and do that the same way. So let's try and do that. So over here, because teams have been emitted, so what I'm going to do is to put this inside a tab like this. Emit. Before we emit the tab, I'm going to call something like await to do repository dot. I have to mark this to be asynchronous also. dot update theme, and we have to pass the theme as event from our event dot tab. And once also the same thing for light theme, for dark theme, not light theme. So for dark theme, mark this to be asynchronous. We could also extract this function, have a single function that should be called in here, then only pass an event to it. So that will look something like this. There you go. So we have the function that we just extracted that will just do the work for us. All this stuff, just pass it in here. So let's go ahead and try this. Yeah, so that's cool. The only error is still the same previous error that it doesn't concern the theme tab. We are still going to fix it, but let's go ahead and try changing a theme here. And let's restart our app. Okay, that's strange. Oh yeah, theme.name. So name is actually a string, so we have to be saving a string in there. So let's try this again. So go tap over here, select this, and then try to restart. Yeah, that's working. That's much better. So yeah, good to go. So right now we're able to save our theme within our database, and then we can actually retrieve it. So whenever you restart the app, it always uses the theme, the previous theme that you actually saved. Let's say we close the app, open it up. Let's see what other changes we can actually make. So let's try changing the theme back to light mode. And we need to fix this. So this should be highlighting the dark mode, no longer the light mode, but we have to fix this. Will be tomorrow, but for now let's try selecting the light mode and then restarting the app. So if you restart the app, it's now on light mode. But we have an issue. So this is supposed to load all the previous themes that we have. Okay, I just deleted the app, tried to restart the app and install it again to see if we are going to have the same issue. Okay, yeah, we're good to go now, and this everything is working, and we can have our team still working. So you can actually save this, restart the app, still have the same theme, dark mode being applied, and you can actually go back, reset it to um, black mode. So dark mode. So we have black dark mode and black mode. So those are the two themes we have. So if we restart this, it's still going to be, yeah, still going to be a dark mode theme. And if you go back to light mode, go ahead and restart, it's still going to be a light mode. And even if you go ahead and add some to-dos within it, there you go, still have that been added. And if you go ahead and restart, still there. Okay, looks like we hit a new bug. We can't even add anything to the list. Okay, we can't even save our list. That's a new error. We are just receiving right now, and yeah, I will just check that out later. But actually, what we came here to do today, we actually achieved it, and we did more. So that will be pending. So just figure that out. I think that this started happening immediately we deleted the app for the first time. And if I should chase back, let's see if we can actually delete it, fix it before before the next 5 minutes. So I need to go out. So I have to say, so we have DB storage has been called, saved. Cannot shake use on a null value. And we can't even save our list also. Because it should actually be able to save our list, but it didn't save. So it means that we are having a bug that we can actually need to fix. Okay guys, I'm gonna move this to tomorrow, and we can just look into it and work on that tomorrow stream. And I'm almost already tired over here. Okay, see you guys tomorrow, and also don't forget to drop your comments and your chat. I will actually take a look on them. If you have any suggestion or whatever you want to learn or stuff you want me to do on the stream, just let me know on my social media handles, Instagram and also on YouTube. You can actually always drop your message on each of the videos I have on my YouTube. I'll just always reply to that. Yeah. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice day, everyone, and thanks for